on, where the battles begin and the warriors roam, where the thought of Yuppie is a distant vision.
But how do you feel when you literally see the buildings coming down? What does that make you remember? What does it make you feel? I mean, what do you feel in your body? Because sometimes when I'm walking the students down the stairwell, kids literally stop and just look at the buildings. And I can tell they're remembering something. They're remembering when whoever lived there or some event there. And I just want to know, how do you all feel when y'all see the buildings coming down? Shantanavion and then Tajma. And then Jeanette.
It was like the buildings had so many people, and then to see it come down, it's like everybody getting moved away. So it's like we getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and it's like everybody just leaving.
And how does that feel to you?
It's just, yeah, it's sad to see like everybody go and our neighborhood, like it's come to an end.
It makes me feel proud to have an auntie who's trying to do all of these things just to save a community that she's been in her whole life. And so that makes me feel encouraged, and she's someone I can look up to and go to talk to about my problems or talk about the community or something to that effect. I feel proud of my auntie.
Okay.
What Cabrini means to me is a place where I can feel like I'm home. It's like, it's my territory. It's a landmark of where I want to stay forever. And it's my playground because I play in it, I stay in it, and I live in it, and it's home to me. And it's precious from right here. I love Cabrini. I was just wondering, how do you think we feel about like the community, like the buildings being torn down?
Well, I think, you know, there's a lot of sentiment here, let's be realistic, of public high-rising, but in the long run, public high-rises will be taken down all over the country. They're being taken down, and we have to work a completely different program. We isolated the poor, we isolated them from their churches and everything else, and now we have to basically not isolate them, they have to become part of a community.
And where will you move, like, low-class people? Like, will we have a place to stay secure and be able to pay our rent
and that's the key.
Don't have to struggle.
Right, that's what we have to do in regards to families, in regards to subsidies, in regards to alternative housing. And with all the foreclosures, what we're trying to do now is grab housing in communities that we can allow families to be able to move into there and be able to exist in there and live in there. That's the key.
But take it like this, if you grew up in Cabrini Green, would you want them to take your memories?
Yeah, but memories are always stated within the mind. But everybody changes. Every community has changed in Chicago. Stateway Gardens has changed from 35th to all the way to 55th. So it has to change, otherwise you can't live in the past. No one lives in the past. Thank you.
I feel he's like a hypocrite because he said he cares about us, but then if he cares about us, why is he moving us out of the neighborhood and not letting us come back, not letting us come back in the neighborhood?
No, because you don't know if we coming back or not. They ain't never do nothing.
But Aunt Curl said Auntie Curl said that people trying to get into those buildings and they won't let them in at all.
Because we moved from Stateway and came over here, and now we gonna have to move somewhere else anyway.
They're tearing down our buildings, but they're building all these beautiful houses and whatever, and I see condo signs everywhere.
You know, when I first became alderman, I had a challenge because, you know, I grew up here. But the thing was that the buildings was being deteriorated. So my thing was, do I want to support people from my community living in these inhumane conditions just because it's a building? You know what I'm saying? No, I want them to have better housing. The goal is not to stay on, you know, not to stay in public housing as a subsidy. The goal is to utilize being in a low-income house, but building yourself up to be able to afford to do better. And for you guys, you should be planning on having a big bankroll and owning you some property as you all grow up and as you get older.
They are now nearing completion of the demolition of my old home, my old apartment building. Grew up on this side, and as an adult, I moved here with my family on this side. As you can see, the rubble was up to my apartment now. My first time coming over here when they first started the demolition. The guys broke work for the day right in my mother's living room. She kept her living room like immaculate. We couldn't even go in and sit in there. So to just think that there was a bulldozer in the living room, it's like kind of funny in one sense. It's like, man, Mom will kill them. It's hard. I didn't think I would take it this hard, but it's hard. You know, it's hard watching, you know, what once was your home just being destroyed. I just pray and hope that they replace it with something better for the people here, not just the people who are buying property here. You know, but there will be nothing left, nothing that will even remind anyone that once stood a public housing development called Cabrini Green here. Nothing will be left, and that's the sad part about it.